today as it was yesterday? I don't know. It's kind of warm out here today. I don't think I'm going to be able to navigate this wilderness. I still got a broken compass. I don't know. Just not feeling it today. Well, hello. Welcome back, wanderers. How are you all today? I'm still here, still searching for all the broken pieces of my compass. I hope that you have gotten some rest and you had a great afternoon yesterday and you're ready to help me find the next piece for my broken compass. So today, we are going to continue our adventure in the wilderness. Now remember, yesterday, we found the word believe because Moses had to believe that God was going to help him and tell him exactly what he needed to do to navigate through and get Pharaoh to let the Israelites go from Egypt. And do you remember how he spoke to Moses? In the burning bush. That was so cool. I never would have expected that God was going to speak to Moses in a burning bush, but he did. He certainly did. So today we are going to continue on and find out about our next story. But first, did you all look at your crystal gardens? Did you see them? Look at, I got mine, and it's up here. Do you see it? Do you see my crystal garden? It's starting to grow. It's so cool. I know some of you have already sent me pictures from your crystal gardens. Oliver, yours looks amazing. Amazing. Grandma sent it to me this morning. It's so cool. I can't wait. If you have yours that are growing, feel free to send me a picture so I can see it and we can see all the different types. Now, when you see mine, mine's only white because I didn't have any food coloring. I ran out. I told you I had to talk to my supplier about having things that I need. But that's okay because mine's just going to be white, and that's all right. So I'm super excited just for that much growth in one day. I can't imagine what it's going to look like by the end of the week. So I'm so excited. It's really, really cool. I think that's pretty good for one day. So since we're already up and we're looking around, my bag's falling off, let's start off right away. Quick out of the gate. Let's go and do some dancing. I know that I loved Deep Cries Out yesterday, and Pharaoh, that was my best move. That was a great song too. So let's go ahead and go right into our dance moves this morning, get our blood flowing like we did yesterday, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about what's the adventure for us today. So I'll see you in a few minutes, okay?
It's an open heaven.
That is a great song. I love Deep Cries Out, but boy howdy, that is a long song. Oh. And then we went right into Pharaoh, Pharaoh, and you know, my favorite move. That's the best one. I know you like that part too. That was so much fun. Oh, all right. So you have, as you see behind me, my map has appeared. And over here, we already have our word believe from yesterday. Woo! But that means we have to continue down our path, and we're going to be ready for the next word. So we need to get our bags out. Oh, I'm a little tangled up here today. It's all right. All right, so let me get out my bag. Let me see. No, where? Now I know that I put that thing in here somewhere. Where? I know I put it in here. Did give me a minute. You know, you see, I lose things all the time. You guys should know. Ah, it's all right, I found it. Oh, it's stuck to the paper. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay. Whew. So much work. Do you have your compass with you? With the word believe. I have my compasses right here. So, we're going to need this because today we're going to be adding a piece to our spiritual compass. I wonder what it is. I wonder. We know that it's going to be red because we're wearing our red today. So we're going to be on the lookout for our red oval. Now, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Again with the pockets. Where? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on one second. Oh, well, good morning to you. It is a light. Yes, it's a lovely day. Okay, I'm a little busy. Did you want to tell me something? Oh, you know what word we're looking for? Because if we get to that word, then that's what's going to be my peace? Okay, so, okay, slow down. Yes? Okay. All right, good. All right, thank you. Yes, you have a blessed day, too. Yes, you stay well. Stay safe. Okay, good. Okay, really gotta go. No, really. Okay, bye! That ranger friend, he's a little long-winded sometimes. Sorry about that. Okay, so, my friend, he said that he had traveled along that path and saw the red oval, and you are never going to guess the word that was in the red oval. It's listen. Oh, listen? Well, who are we going to listen to? Listen to our mom and dads? Yep. Listen to our teachers? Yep. I know. We need to listen to God. And that leads right into a great story today, because today we are going to learn about Elijah. And Elijah has to listen to what God has to tell him. Yesterday, Moses heard God and had to believe him. Well, Elijah needs to believe what God tells him, but wait till you see how Elijah hears God today. It's so remarkable. You will be surprised. I was surprised. When I read this story, I'm like, really? That's how God's going to talk to Elijah? Huh, interesting. I wonder how that works in my life. But I'm telling you too much. I'm going to give the end of the story away. We can't have that. We don't want that. So now that we know that our power word is red and it's listen, we're going to be ready to look for it today, okay? So now, let's see. Our Bible verse. Do you remember where it's at? I bet you do. I bet you could tell me where it is. You all can comment, and I'm going to go back and check and see if you remember where it's at. But our Bible verse today and all week is in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah, he's so smart. He really knows so much. You should really read more of that book. I suggest it. Highly recommend it. It's delightful. You would love it. But today, we're going to focus on our Bible verse, and that is in chapter 43, verse 19. And it should be right here on the screen, if my pointing is correct, which I feel like it might be. So we're good. All right, so our Bible verse today is Isaiah 43:19, and I need to move over, evidently, because I'm blocking it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be in your way. It is, I am doing a new thing, and it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and a river in the desert. See, we got movement. That's going to help you remember that Bible verse, because it's so important, because God is always, always doing new things in our lives. He did new things in our lives yesterday. He's going to do new things in our lives tomorrow. And today, who knows what new things we're going to find on our adventure today. I mean, look at our crystal gardens. That was a new thing. I had no idea that that was going to grow so fast. Learning stuff about God and learning things as we go out in our day is so important. And I want you to remember that as you learn these new things, remember, you are not alone, because God is always with you. And that's so, so important. So, we have a lot of things to do today. And remember, I told you we have a special guest, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll hear from our special guest later. But first, let's say a prayer together, okay? Let's pray. Great God, thank you for allowing us to be together again. We are so excited for you to lead us on our journey for today and through our journey in all of our lives. Help us to listen close to what you are calling us to do. Amen. All right, so we're going to hit the ground running. We are on our way. Time to go to Story. So we're going to just pretend that we're walking to Story, because, sometimes when we're together, we have to walk to Story. So I'm just going to look like I'm walking to Story, because Mary Jo and Charles and Isla have a great, great story for you today. And I don't want you to miss it. So get comfy, put your feet up, relax, and enjoy the story about Elijah, and then I'll see you when you get back. All right, enjoy the story.
Well, it's day 2, and we're back here again, and you're not in front of me. But you know what? I'm just pretending you all are. I can see all of your happy, smiley little faces. So I hope you had a good time yesterday, and I know there's more fun in store for us today. So yesterday, we had a story about Moses and that burning bush where he heard God's voice. And God told them to leave Egypt. And then Moses said, "Who should I tell them you are?" And he said, "Just tell them, I am." That story was from the Old Testament, and today's story is from the Old Testament. It's from the book of Kings, 1 Kings 19, verses 1 through 18. And in this story, God has a new plan for his people. He found some wise men who would follow his laws, and he had them become kings to lead the people to follow God's path. Well, in today's story, we're going to meet Elijah. Elijah is a prophet. What's a prophet? Well, a prophet is a person who speaks for God to guide the people. And in this case, God was a prophet to guide the people of Israel. Now, once again, he's off into the wilderness. Elijah has been chased into the wilderness by Jezebel. Jezebel did not like what Elijah had been saying or doing to take away her power. In the wilderness, Elijah meets an angel who watches over him. As he walks on in the wilderness for 40 days and nights, he meets God. Let's see what happens to Elijah in the wilderness. That prophet Elijah is always messing up my plans. He has managed to take away my power by getting rid of the people who support me and do my bidding. I have had enough of you, Elijah. I will get even with you. By this time tomorrow, you will be as dead can be.
I think I'm far enough out here in the wilderness that Jezebel will never find me. I'm so exhausted. I've had enough of this, Lord. Just take my life. I'm ready to join my ancestors to the grave.
Elijah, get up and eat. Eat some more. You have a long journey ahead of you.
I've been walking for 40 days and 40 nights. I'm finally at Mount Horeb, the mountain of God. I'm so tired. I must lay down and rest for the night. What? Who is that?
Elijah, what are you doing here?
I've been working my heart out for the God of the angel armies. The people of Israel have broken your laws, torn down your places of worship, and killed your prophets. I'm the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me too.
Elijah, walk forward and stand on the mountain and pay attention because God will pass by.
Lord? Is that you? Are you in the wind? Lord, is that you? Or are you in the earthquake? Lord, is that you? Are you in the fire?
Elisha, here I am. So now tell me, what are you doing here, Elijah?
I've been working so hard For the Lord God Almighty, the Israelites have broken your laws, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets. I'm the only prophet left, and they are trying to kill me too.
Elijah, go back through the wilderness to the desert of Damascus. When you get there, find these men, Hazael, Jehu, and Elisha. Make Hazael and Jehu kings. Elisha will take over your place as a prophet. They will work for my kingdom. I will know of 7,000 men who will stand for Israel.
Wow, that angel really watched over Elijah, didn't she? Oh, he was so fortunate she came into his life. Many times, we have people in our lives who watch over us too. Moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, teachers, pastors. They can be our angels. Now, when God passed by Elijah, was he in that wind that was so powerful? Was he in the earthquake? Or in the fire? No. God's voice wasn't a loud and scary voice. It was a whisper. You know, sometimes we just have to sit and be still to hear God's whisper. Now, at the end of our story, God had a plan for Elijah. Even though Elijah was discouraged, God told him, "Don't worry, Elijah. I have a plan for you." Well, that's the end of our stories for today, but let's end with our prayer again. God, thank you for all the angels you place in our lives. Open our ears to hear your whisper of the plan you have for us in the wilderness. Thank you, God, for always listening to us. Amen. All right, boys and girls, we'll see you back here again tomorrow for day 3. Bye. Have a great day.
Oh, that was a great story. I never would have guessed that God would come and whisper to Elijah. I wonder how Elijah heard him. I mean, he was standing on the top of a mountain. There was a wind and an earthquake and a fire, but that wasn't God. God was in a whisper. Have you ever had a hard time hearing a whisper? You know, sometimes maybe your friend will whisper to you, and you're like, "What'd you say? I can't hear you." "Wait, what'd you say? Could you say it one more time?" I bet you God feels like that sometimes, because sometimes he talks to us and we miss it because we're so busy doing other things, and we're watching TV or listening to radio or playing video games. And sometimes we just have to be still and be quiet and give God the chance to talk to us. Because I know I pray all the time. I love to pray. I love to talk to God. But sometimes I'm in such a hurry to say what I need to say that I forget to give God a turn to answer. So we have to really work on listening for when God has something to say to us. And that's what our story is about. Elijah didn't hear God in the wind and in the fire and in the earthquake where it was really, really loud. He heard it in the whisper, and he heard it in the quiet. So, and I know as a little kid, sometimes it's hard to be quiet. I know sometimes as an adult, I have a hard time sitting still, but that happens. But we have to work on it, and we have to do things and try. Remember, we have to do our very best, and that means practicing being still. So I encourage you, maybe today, when we're done with Vacation Bible School, you can go outside and lay in the grass and feel the breeze, and just lay there and be still and listen and see if you can hear God around you and listen to what God's saying to you. That'll be fun. I'm going to try that later. Hopefully I don't fall asleep in the sunshine, because then I would get a sunburn. And we don't want that to happen, because I'd be a hot mess. But I do. Maybe we should lay in the shade. Let's try that. But it's so relaxing and peaceful when you give God the chance to talk to you when you're still. So I encourage you to try that. But right now, it is not time to be still. I gotta get my, because you know, after story time, it's time to get the blood moving again. And the girls, I know you only got one shot yesterday to practice Deep Cries Out. So we're gonna practice that one again, and then you get the opportunity to learn Pharaoh, you know, oh baby, let my people go. That's a fun one. So you make sure, have your water. It's important to stay hydrated in the wilderness. Get a drink of water, stretch your muscles out, because Maddie and Shannon are gonna challenge you to not just one song today, but for 2 songs today. I know that you have the energy to do it. So you guys have a great time. I'm gonna go practice my dance moves because I've been told I need to practice my dance moves. So I'll practice with you, and then when we come back, we'll see if I'm winded or not. See you in a bit.
Music VBS helpers here. Hello. So the first song we're gonna do is Deep Cries Out. So we're just gonna go through the movement really quick just so that you know it beforehand, and then you can do it along with the video later. So for the first 30 seconds of the video, 30 seconds of the video, it's just music, so you could just dance, do your own thing, clap, stand there, bounce, whatever you want to do. And then the first words is, I've got a river of living water.
Yes.
So once the words start, we're going to do this fancy footwork that was from, if you remember the River Rampage VBS, there was like cool footwork in that. It's kind of like that, but it's really quick, and it's only 4 times.
Yeah.
So the first thing, you just go toe, heel with your left foot.
Yep.
Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. So you do that 4 times. And then after you do it 4 times, you do just a jump. And then you're going to take your left toe front, left toe back, and bring it in a circle. And then you jump again, and you do the right foot back in a circle.
Yes.
So that's the first verse. And then after you do that, you're going to put your arms in front of you for the second verse. And you're just going to open to each side. You're going to do that 16 times, 8 on each side. And then it says, we're stirring up deep, deep wells. So you take your left hand and you kind of jump out like Shannon just did. And you stir. And then on the word well, you switch. And then we're stirring up deep, deep waters. And then it says we're going to jump. So when it says when we're going to jump, you jump however you want. Jump, jump in the river. Jump, 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 jump. And then you do
it again. So
stirring up deep, deep wells. Stirring up deep, deep water. We're going to dance in the river.
dance out.
Dance. Then you do whatever you want.
It's a lot of
And
dancing.
then it's Deep Cries Out.
It's just a big dance party.
So you dance however you want, jump, go in a circle, dance with your mom, dance with your brother, dance with your sister, dance with your dog, your cat, your hamster, whatever. You dance however you want. And then we start all the way from the beginning again. When it says, I've got a river of living water. Hi guys, Music VBS helpers here. Hello. So the first song we're going to do is Deep Cries Out. So we're just going to go through the movement really quick just so that you know it beforehand, and then you can do it along with the video later. So for the first 30 seconds of the video, 30 seconds of the video, it's just music, so you could just dance, do your own thing, clap, stand there, bounce, whatever you want to do. And then the first words is, I've got a river of living water.
Yes.
So once the words start, we're going to do this fancy footwork that was from, if you remember the River Rampage VBS, there was like cool footwork in that. It's kind of like that, but it's really quick, and it's only 4 times.
Yeah.
So the first thing, you just go toe, heel with your left foot.
Yep.
Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. So you do that 4 times. And then after you do it 4 times, you do just a jump. And then you're going to take your left toe front, left toe back, and bring it in a circle. And then you jump again, and you do the right foot back in a circle. So that's the first verse. And then after you do that, you're going to put your arms in front of you for the second verse. And you're just going to open to each side. You're going to do that 16 times, 8 on each side. And then it says, we're stirring up deep, deep wells. So you take your left hand and you kind of jump out like Shannon just did. And you stir. And then on the word well, you switch. And then we're stirring up deep, deep waters. And then it says we're going to jump. So when it says when we're going to jump, you jump however you want. Jump, jump in the river. Jump, 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 jump. And then you do
it again. So
stirring up deep, deep wells. Stirring up deep, deep water. We're going to dance in the river.
dance out.
Dance. Then you do whatever you want.
It's a lot of
And
dancing.
then it's deep cries out.
It's just a big dance party.
So you dance however you want, jump, go in a circle, dance with your mom, dance with your brother, dance with your sister, dance with your dog,
Cat,
your cat, your hamster, whatever.
your
You
fish.
dance however you want. And then we start all the way from the beginning again. When it
So,
says,
I've
I've got a river of living water. So you do the fancy footwork again, 4 times, front, back, around, jump, front, back, around. And then it's these again,
16 more
16
times.
of these.
Yep.
And then it is stirring up deep, deep wells, stirring up deep, deep waters. We're gonna jump in the river, jump in the river, and then it's stirring up again, stirring up deep, deep water, and then it's dance. We're gonna dance, dance in the river, and then it says we're falling
Into deeper waters.
We're falling into deeper waters, yes. So
Now you're just gonna like.
that you're just gonna like bounce your leg. You can tap, you can clap, you can really do whatever you want. Just make sure that it's not too big.
Yep.
Then the second one it says, so we're walking. So we're just gonna walk. Walk, 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 walk. And then instead of doing everything over again, it says if he goes to the left, then we'll go to the left. So all you're gonna do is take your fingers and point to the left and walk with it. So if he goes to the left, then we'll go to the left. And then it says if he goes to the right, so you go to the right. Go to the right, then we'll go to the right. We're gonna jump in the river. Jump in the river. And then it repeats again to the left, to the right. And then it says dance, so you dance. And then it repeats one more time to the left, to the right. And then it says shout. So put your hands around your mouth like you're gonna shout. Shout, shout in the river. Shout, 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 shout. And then it deep cries out again.
So it's a big dance party.
Just until the end of the song, you just jam out, do your own thing, dance with your friends, your family, your pets, whatever. And you guys just learned Deep Cries Out. So the second song we're gonna learn is called Pharaoh, Pharaoh. It's really easy, it's super simple, and it repeats a lot. So we're gonna get started. So the first 15 seconds of the song is just music. So you can dance out to it, jam out, bounce, whatever you want to do for the first 15, 20 seconds, whatever it is. And then the first words are Pharaoh, Pharaoh, ooh baby, let my people go, huh? Yeah, 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 yeah. So you're going to put your hands above your head like a pharaoh. And you just go Pharaoh, Pharaoh. And then you interlock your fingers like a circle above your head. Ooh, baby, let my people go, huh? Yeah, 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 yeah. So after you do the circle, you bring it down like you're rocking a baby. And then you use your pointer fingers, let my people go. And then you walk like an Egyptian. And then you just wave your hands down. And then you do that again. It's the same thing. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, ooh, baby, let my people go, huh? Yeah, 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 yeah. And then the first verse is, well, I talked to a burning bush the other day. And then the next word is, said, listen to the words that I have to say. And so when he says, listen to the words that I have to say, then you just point like someone's telling you to listen. And then it says, Pharaoh's got my people in the palm of his hand. So when it says palm of his hand, you just put your palm out. Pharaoh's got my people in the palm of his hand, gonna lead them out to the promised land. So when it says gonna lead them out to the promised land, you just march like you're getting led to the promised land. And then it repeats the Pharaoh, Pharaoh part. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, ooh, baby, let my people go. Huh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then again, ooh, baby, let my people go. Huh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then it's a new verse, and it's, well, me and God's children marching. And you march with it. Pharaoh and his army. I don't remember the words. Pharaoh and his army coming after me. So you do Pharaoh and his army coming after me. So you like look like the Pharaoh's looking for you and they're going to come after you. And then after that, it says, I raised my rod, stuck it in the ground, or sand, one of the two. So you like raise your arm up, and then when it says stuck it in the sand or ground, you stick it in, okay? And then the next words are, and all of God's children walked on dry land. So you walk again. And then it's Pharaoh, Pharaoh again. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, ooh, baby, let my people go. Huh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then you repeat it. Ooh, baby, let my people go. Huh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then it's one more verse. Well, Pharaoh's army started crossing too. You kind of just walk, do Pharaoh again. So what do you think that you're gonna do? So you ask, like you open your hands and you ask, what are you gonna do? So I raised my rod and I cleared my throat. So you raise your rod again. And all of Pharaoh's army did the dead man's float. So after you raise it and it says dead man's float, you do the Egyptian walk and you like lean with it, because this is what a dead man's float look like in the water. So you're gonna do the Egyptian walk again and just lean with it. And then after that, it's Pharaoh, Pharaoh again. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, ooh, baby, let my people go. Huh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then again, ooh, baby, let my people go. Huh, yeah, 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 yeah. And then you bounce again, jam out to the rest of the song, and that is it.
I love that song. And look at me, I'm still moving and I still have energy. And I did both of those songs all the way through. And sometimes, if you noticed, something happened to our video. But you know what we had to do? We just had to keep going. We just kept trying. We started it over. We worked together. And look it, we made it through the video and I'm still breathing. I do, however, need just a little bit water. But stuck. Okay, got it. But you know what happens after dance time, right? Y'all know what's coming, right? Look behind me. If I'm in the kitchen, you know it's snack time. Let me get my bag out because it's snack time. I love snacks. And you know what's for snack today? Maybe. Where's my snack? Did I eat my snack already? I don't think I ate my snack already. Oh yeah, I found it. It is the the Nutri-Grain bar. Now, you would say, what does a Nutri-Grain bar have to do with our Bible story? Well, let me just show you. When you open up your Nutri-Grain bar, carefully, mine's a little squished. I've been carrying my bag for days. And you lay it down on the table. I broke mine. You lay it down on the table, it kind of looks like a bed. If you look at it closely, you're like, oh yeah. Remember Elijah? He lays down to go to sleep. Our Nutri-Grain bar is shaped like a bed. But there's more to it. It's deep. This delicious Nutri-Grain bar is also a part of the bread family. And if you remember correctly in our story, the angel brought Elijah bread and water. Look at that. It's like we match Elijah. He got bread and water, and that's what we have for snack today, too. So I got a strawberry one. Did y'all get different flavors? Mine's strawberry. I really like strawberry. Oh, it's very good. I'm going to save that for a little bit later. So, you know that when we have our snack time, we also have to get out our power words. That means I have to look in my bag again. I hope I remember to put it in here because, you know, sometimes I just lose my, I feel like Mary Poppins sometimes. You get down in the bag and you got to find, oh, look at this right here. All right. So, we are on the word listen. Now, listen starts with the letter L. If you don't know how to spell it, it's okay. Most of you know your alphabet, so just look for the letter L, and you'll find listen. So here we go. Here is the letter, our word right here is listen. Now, this is the one that you get to color when we have our special guest. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, straight from the altar himself, it is the one, the only, Pastor Jared. Woo! Look at this. Woo! Woo!
Hey everybody, how are you? Good morning.
There we go.
It's good to see you.
Okay, there we go. All right.
We got our masks on.
I got
official.
ready. I'm ready now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you on?
I think
Yep.
so, hopefully. Oh, I turned my volume down on the board.
Oh my goodness.
I will yell loud, like an earthquake.
Oh my goodness. How about I just go turn you on? Keep talking.
Or like a loud wind.
Oh, Lord.
Are we still in the kitchen?
No, you're in the forest now.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have looked around and seen. It's so good to see you. Hi kids, and my kids, hi Jack, hi Addie, hi Levi, hi Isaac. I hope you're having fun, and hope you ate your Nutri-Grain bar, and I hope that you didn't leave crumbs all over the couch and floor. Uh-oh, look around and see. It's so good to see you all, and I am so glad to be here today with you for Vacation Bible School. This is one of my favorite stories that Ranger Smo is teaching you, and Mrs. Mary Jo, and Elijah was here, and an angel, and the voice of God. I love this story, and I hope that you're having fun this summer, and this week especially in Vacation Bible School. As you are talking in the comments and watching, what are some fun things that you've gotten to do this summer so far? What are some new things that you've done, or places maybe you've gone to, or things that you've discovered around town? Last week, my family and I went camping. We went into the wilderness to do all of the crazy fun things. Ranger Snow, are you going to be joining me again? Or is this if this is a special guest, Pastor Jared, that's totally fine too. But I left my vest at home. I could not find it. And I had to wash out our tent yesterday. Do any of you guys have tents at home? Ranger Smo, do you guys like to go camping?
We did this one time when Sam was a very little baby and now he's a grown boy. We went camping in Starved Rock.
Where's
and
that at?
In Utica? You haven't been to Starved Rock?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're gonna have to go. I'll give you directions.
That'd be fun.
You can borrow my compass.
Oh, perfect!
But you have to wait till the end of the week.
Oh.
Because I haven't found all the pieces yet.
Well, you know, I found a piece yesterday with my kids, but I
Oh,
don't
good.
have my compass with me. What did we learn yesterday? Can you remind me of that word?
Well, yesterday's word was believe.
Believe.
You have to believe that when God directs you, He's always going to be with you on that. And when He talks to you and tells you to do things, just like He told Moses, Moses, you have to get the people out of Egypt. Moses was like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm the guy for that. And God told him, you have to believe me. And he did, and he saved the people.
That's so great.
I know.
Trusting God, believing God, whether it's a burning bush or a big earthquake. I was telling the kids how much I love this story.
It's one of my favorites, too.
Maybe, though, because I like that old group. Remember them? Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh.
I read about them in the history books.
You know what? I've seen them in concert, but we won't talk about that. That's all right.
That's the whole story, though. The earthquake, the wind blew, the fire.
The fire flamed,
Flamed?
burned.
Burned. That's
It burned.
the word I was
Yes,
looking
but
for.
you know what I liked the best was just when all of that noise was going on,
Yeah.
God came in that quiet little whisper, and a very, very little whisper, and Elijah heard him because he was listening.
Oh.
Yep. That's how that works.
I get it
You
now.
have to really listen for those whispers. It's hard sometimes, though, isn't it?
It is hard.
It's so noisy sometimes.
Oh, it's so noisy.
Oh.
Fireworks going off.
And dogs barking, and
Construction workers.
the jackhammers all over the place, tearing up the roads. I mean, out here they're doing the schools,
Right
and
across the street.
oh, it's so noisy sometimes. But then there's times, like at the end of the day, if you just go outside, you take a deep breath, and you just sit, and sometimes you can hear the crickets, or if you go over by the back of the high school, you can hear bullfrogs.
Oh, we did that. We rode our bikes back there the other day, and they were loud.
And you have to take time to listen.
You know, Beth Ann, Ranger Snow, I'm so glad that you told me or reminded me to do that. Because sometimes I get so busy or I'm doing fun things, and I just forget to take a breath and listen. It reminds me of a friend I have. He is a tiger, and his name is Daniel.
Oh, I love Daniel Tiger.
Daniel Tiger is one of my most favorites. And he says sometimes you got to take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3. You know, sometimes I think about that when I think about God and I think about this story. There's a lot of times when I just need to take a deep breath. There's one of my favorite Bible verses says, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes I just get not just busy, but sometimes I get worried or even scared. I don't really always like the dark. When we were camping, we saw snakes in the water. I don't really like snakes either.
I don't like snakes
They were
at
all
all.
swimming, and we were climbing rocks, and even that got kind of scary because they were slippery or there were waterfalls. So sometimes I need to take a deep breath when my tummy starts feeling a little nervous. I got the butterflies in my belly. And take a deep breath and be still. You know, one of my favorite things to do when I'm still is so that I can listen to God's voice, is to read the Bible. And I wanted to show you 2 of my favorite Bibles that we have at our house.
Oh, okay.
So this is a little one called the Beginner's Bible. And this is just the New Testament version. Our bigger version got ripped up, and we need to get a full-size one again. So this is just a small one, but it's got lots of fun pictures in it and different stories from the Bible.
I like pictures. Oh, look, Jesus is taking a
I
nap.
love it. And there's even ones where he's eating. I love to eat. It's my favorite thing. I
me
need
too.
more snacks. I like snacks. But all these fun pictures, and sometimes at night, before we go to bed, we take a deep breath and we read a story from the Bible. It's one of my favorites. And then I forgot to bring it today, so I printed out a picture. But this is my most favorite one that we just got this past year.
Oh, Desmond Tutu is my favorite.
A guy named Desmond Tutu. And I hope maybe your parents or grandparents or family will tell you about Desmond Tutu. But he has a fun children's Bible called Children of God. And there are all of these neat pictures and stories from the Bible.
I'm going to have to get I need that one. I'm going to have to get that one.
So much. And one of the things I love about this Bible is look at all the neat children sitting on Jesus' lap. And
Wait, but all of the children that Jesus loves, they're all different.
yes.
Nobody looks they're all different.
Isn't that so neat? Jesus welcomes all people,
He
all
loves
the kids.
It's so awesome that he loves everybody.
Whether
It's so
you
great.
have blonde hair or black hair, or if you're like me and you have a parent from a different country. My dad was born in South Korea, and you can see all the different nations around the world that Jesus welcomes and calls them friends.
That's awesome.
It's so good. I love it. Well, I don't want to take up too much time, but I thought there could be a fun thing that we could maybe try this today as we talk about our special word.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
So, today, and since we are in the wilderness, what if you, this afternoon, with a friend or a family member, did a listening walk?
What's
So,
that?
you can either walk around your yard or go around a block around your house or even a park, but you take 1 minute to take a deep breath and to be quiet and listen. Kind of like how Elijah did. He was still and he listened for God's voice. And after a minute, then you share with each other what you hear. What do you think? A listening walk? Maybe
That
that's something we
sounds
could do later?
great.
It sounds fun. And
It
it's so
does.
nice outside.
And it's not 100 degrees outside.
That's right. It's a perfect day for a walk.
Oh, you could do it in the afternoon in here. They could do it twice.
Oh, that's a great idea.
They could do it after lunch.
Yes.
And then after dinner, maybe you'll hear different things.
That is a great idea.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to do that.
Well, me too. And I'm looking forward to lunch.
He's always hungry. I'm going to hold on to my snack.
That's right.
I'm going to protect it a little bit.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to go for a walk and listen to see if I hear birds, or at nighttime there are different animals that are awake too. And maybe the whispers of God by reading my Bible and listening to what God has in the world around me. Thank you so much. I'm having so much fun this week.
Well, I appreciate, and we appreciate that you are here. And anytime you want to pop in, you just come on in and we'll catch you up to speed on where we're at. Maybe we'll do a little.
Pharaoh?
Yes. Oh, there we go. And then, see?
I love that song.
We were dancing together. Y'all just missed it. That's all.
That's right. And the stirring of the water.
This is the deep water.
Maddie
Stirring
and
up.
Shannon, I'm not very good yet. I got to keep practicing.
Well, hopefully by the end of the week, we'll be like pros.
Yes.
And maybe our tech guru over there will let us be on screen when they dance.
That's right.
Probably not, though, because she laughs when we dance, but that's okay. All right, well, thank you, Pastor Jared, for coming and hanging out with us. And
Have fun, everybody, and I will see you next time.
okay,
Okay?
all right.
See you
There he
later.
goes. He's out of here. All right. Well, he is so smart. I'm so glad he could come and hang out with us today. I'm super excited. And I take this off so you can hear me better. I am super excited to go on a listening walk. I never even thought of that. I've never even tried that. I'm usually listening to music and just taking my walks and going, see how far I can get. But boy, wouldn't it be nice to slow down for a little while and just take some deep breaths? I'm excited. I'm so excited. I hope you will take a video and send it to me so Pastor and Jared and I can look at it and hear about all of the things that you heard on your listening walk. And remember, it's how you be still and you listen for God. Well, I know what time it is because after story time, it's time for art. However, if you notice, I'm not ready for art just yet, so give me a minute. Okay, now where did I put my stuff? I know I have it here somewhere. Oh my goodness. It's such a mess over here. I really should clean up after myself. Goodness gracious, I mean really, you should be more organized if you're gonna work with children, for crying out loud. Let me just get over here. Okay, it's all right. Sometimes I argue with myself, but it's fine. And I put my apron on backwards. That's all right though. It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes you wear things backwards. Sometimes you wear them inside out. Sometimes you put your shoes on the wrong feet. It happens. I have my apron, as you can see. Art studio, that must mean today is crafts. In fact, I know I can move my things. They're all over the place here today. In fact, I know for sure that we are going to be having craft time today. Yes. So, what we're going to do is Mrs. Pat has a great craft for us today. So we are going to watch what she's going to have us make, and then we're going to come back together, get all of our supplies out, and do our craft together. So let's watch and see what Miss Pat has in store for us today. Okay.
I am Miss Pat, and we're going to do crafts this week. We have 2 days of crafts. So today is Tuesday. It's the red day, so I have my red shirt on. You have your red shirt on? I hope you have your red shirt on. And we're going to listen, and our story is Elijah hears God's whisper. So, and that's in Kings 19, 11 to 13. I'll let your mom or your dad or grandma, brother, sisters, somebody read it to you. Or maybe in story time they read it to you. I'm not sure. And then our verse this week is, Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. You do not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert. So we're in the wilderness. So today's story is about Elijah, and he hears God's whisper. He's kind of nervous about it. Doesn't really know. He goes through tornado-y winds and fire, and he's at a mountain and a cave. But the real thing is he needs to trust God. So our craft today is a bracelet or a necklace. I put in supplies for both. You'll have a little bag in your box. It looks like this, just a little snack size Ziploc bag. It has your beads and your camel and elastic and the plastic string. So if you want the plastic string, I cut that long enough for a necklace, or you could use it for a bracelet, either way. Or you have the elastic that I've cut just for a bracelet. So we're going to do the elastic string. My suggestion is to put your letters in order. The TRUST, your camel bead, and there's different colors, so your brother or sister may have a different color than you. And if you don't like your color, maybe you guys can switch, because I don't know what you want. Anyway, and then if you have a shoebox or something flat with sides, the shoebox lid would work great. You can put your letters in so they don't go flying onto the floor. Mine went flying onto the floor. That was a fun thing, because they're very little. They're very little, they're not very big. But you need not to put them in your mouth. Thank you. I probably shouldn't have said that, but hey, they're not food. So we're going to string it, but put your trust and then your camel and your God so that goes in order, because I practiced. I put it backwards. So we don't want to do that. So we have our string, and I'm going to put the D for God on first, because we're going to go backwards. I think that will work easier. And then our O, and then our G, and then you get to decide which way you want your camel to face, because the hole for the string for the camel's through his body, so you can go in his back, or you can turn around and go in his front. Maybe we'll do that so that the camel's head is facing towards God. And then our T, and then our S, because we're spelling backwards, and then our U. And mom or dad or whoever's helping you, if you're little, or even if you're not little, if you're big, if you're 5th and 6th grade, you may want to tie a knot in the one end. So if you tip your string, all your beads don't go flying all over the place. Anyway, I'm just holding it in my other hand, and I hope it doesn't do that. Then your R, and then your T. So I hope you listen. That's our word. And you're going to hear God's whisper say, Isaiah, you need to trust me and follow me. And then I do a square knot. So that's right over left, flip it around, and then left over right, and flip it through the hole, and then pull it tighty and tight. And there you have your bracelet. Let's see if I can get it on. I may be able to. There we go. Now you have your Trust God bracelet. And you can cut the strings however you need, but I made them 8 inches so that it fits around my wrist, so it should fit around everybody else's. So here's your Trust God bracelet to wear. Have a great day. See you on Thursday. Bye. And that's Yellow Day.
Oh, all right. I was thinking, necklace, bracelet, I don't know which one I'm gonna make. But we have got to get all of our items out of our bag. So, first of all, let me see if I can find... Oh, remember, yesterday with our science kit, we saved our lid. So we need to have our lid to put our beads on so they don't go flying all over the place. Now, let me see, where is my kit? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I have my bag here, and I see I have everything. I'm just going to dump it out in my tray here and see. Oh, did Miss Pat say anything about having paper in there? Do you have a paper in yours? Why is there paper in there? Let me see. Oh, look! It's our part! Yes, we found it! That means we have the right craft, and we are one step closer to fixing my compass. Now, I need, I do this every day. I'm gonna put it in my back pocket of my ranger pants and see if I don't lose it this time. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in my back pocket. All right, so I think I am gonna go ahead and make a bracelet. I like the stretchy gold string. I guess it's called a string. Now, I did hear Miss Pat say that we should put a knot at the end so that we don't lose our beads and have them go flying over. So if you need help with that, you can ask your adult or your older sibling to have it give you a hand and putting just a little knot in the back there so your beads don't go flying. Now, she said that we have to put the beads in order. So that means I have to spell. So let me think. All right, so T, R, U, all right, trust, that's an S, trust, that's a T. Then she said a camel. Oh, I got a green camel. What color did you get? Mine's green, and he has 2 humps. He is so cute. That's the cutest little camel I've ever seen. I'm so excited. All right, so Mr. Camel, you go there. Call him Sally the Camel. All right, then there's G, O, that's the D. Here we go. O, D. All right, so I have now put my beads in order. You want me to give you a minute? You all got yours in order? Did you get the letters right? T, R, U, S, T, camel, G, O, D. All of those. Got them? Okay. So now if you are doing your necklace, you make sure you have your knot at the end, and we're going to string them backwards so they're actually forwards on our bracelet. Sometimes you have to go forward to go backwards. Anyways, we'll press on. All right, so the D goes on first, and then the O, all right, and then the G. Okay, let's see. I put my T on backwards. You know, sometimes I wonder about myself if I could put things in order. My D was backwards. How I put it backwards, I have no idea. But I'm going to look and pay attention a little bit better because I didn't listen, evidently, when Miss Pat was talking. I should do a better job. All right. So you have to make sure when you put your letter on, it's going the right way. Or you have to start over, like I just did. All right. Now it actually says God. Okay, so now my camel. I think I'm going to have my camel look at the word God. So I'm like, he probably likes God, so he can look at God. All right, now here comes the tricky part of spelling trust backwards. So then we go in with the T, whoop, and then the S. Make sure your S is going the right way, because it can be backwards. Then it'll look silly. All right, and then the U, and then the R, and then the T. All right. So, there we go. I think it looks forward to you. If not, that's okay. To me, it looks forward. And I think that I am going to, I'm going to have to put mine over here because I can't tie it myself. And Pastor Jared, he's busy. So I'm going to hold on to this and I'm going to lay it here, but I'm going to wear mine tomorrow. So make sure that once you get yours on, send me a picture. Let me know. Did you make a bracelet? Did you make a necklace? What did you make? I'm so excited. And I can't wait to see what color your camel is, because mine's green. He's so cute. Aw, little camel. All right, so let's lay that right. You know what? I'm just going to, please don't fall off of my table. I'll be really sad. All right. Woo! That was a great job. That was a kind of easy, but you know what? That is a great message. That says trust God. And how do we trust God? By listening. Because how do we trust? What do we trust? We have to hear what he says and believe what he says and know that we can trust him. And that word sounds familiar. I wonder, I'll just keep that word in the back of my head. Seems like an important word, don't you think? But I'm going to hold on to that for a little while. So now I seem to have a mess again. My station really gets messy. I really should learn how to be a better tidy person, but that's okay. So what you can do is we're going to play some music in the background. You can tidy up your area and put all of your papers back in your bag, except for your compass. Hold on to that. Make sure you've put your power word someplace where you can find it, and then you need to get your crayons and your scissors, because we're going to need those again, and let's listen to Pharaoh and see if we can be done cleaning before the girls are done dancing. On your markers. Get set. Go! great things that God does for people back then and people here now. It's so cool. And I still have all of this energy and I'm still so excited. All right, so we have had another fun-filled day. We have had laughs and song and crafts and stories and thinking, and we found a new activity for us to do this afternoon with our listening walks. It was just a busy day today, wasn't it? So let's look back at why we're here. Let's look at our Bible verse. Because remember, God is doing a new thing in our lives. And he says so right in our Bible verse. In Isaiah 43:19, he says, I'm about to do a new thing. Now it springs forth. Don't you perceive it? I'll make a way in the wilderness and a river in the desert. That is so true, because sometimes life feels like a wilderness. We're kind of wandering around right now thinking, what's going to happen? What's going to be next? What's going to change? But it's not that it's just going to change. It's God doing a new thing. It doesn't have to be scary. You don't have to be worried. Remember what Pastor Jared said? When you get scared or nervous or worried, you take that deep breath and you breathe and you be still. That's one of my favorite verses too. Be still. And when you're still, you can listen for God. And as you listen for God, you can believe what he's telling you. So now it's time to take a look at our map. And if I'm not mistaken, our map has changed. Do you see the change in our map? I do. Yep, we've got 2 power words now. We have believe and look. Listen has made its way to the map, and guess what? I'm starting to see a life in my compass. There's things still a little rattly though, still missing a few more pieces, but it's getting closer and closer to working. And I'm so excited because then I can share it with Pastor Jared and he can borrow it when he needs to go out on a mission and doesn't want to get lost. Right now I can't share it with anybody, but I'm going to fix it so he can borrow it. So now you need to get your spiritual compass. This one is so important. We've got to make sure you have all of your pieces to make your spiritual compass lead you where? Right to God. Right, exactly. Now, I said that I was going to remember where I put my power word, and it seems that I've yet have forgotten again. So give me, I said I'm going to put it, I didn't have my vest on. Oh, I remember, back pocket. There, here it is. One of these, I should have written it down. But here it is. Listen. Remember, if you can't spell, that's okay. Look for the letter L, and it's red oval. So, remember, we're going to cut it out using our safety scissors. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Right. I knew you guys probably said that at the same time I did. So I'm going to cut out my oval here just like that. Okay. Gently put your scissors down. There we go. See, I didn't cut it out perfect. That's okay though. So now we're going to put it right over here. Right there. See where that goes? Next to the E in believe. All right, so I'm going to use glue for mine. But remember, I said you could use a glue stick or you could use tape. Whatever you have in your space today that you can use to put that on there. All right, let me see here. Just get a little tappy tap. Oh, yes. It is looking better and better every day because now we know to listen for God, and when we hear God, we can believe God. or if we see God in wonderful things outside, we can believe that God made all of those wonderful things for us. God does great new things in our lives, not for himself. No, he does it for us. And then the cool thing is that then we get the turn to go and do cool and new things for other people. Remember the Bible that Pastor Jared showed us where everybody was different? Well, everybody needs different things. And you and Tegan and Finley and Levi and Tess and Lucia and Alex and Lexi and all of our friends, you can do great new things for other people because God's going to have you listen to him and believe the way he directs you, and you can do great things too. So before we head out today, I feel so at peace. Pastor Jared helped me feel at peace today with that deep breathing. It kind of gives you a sense of peace. And having a sense of peace reminds me of a song. We have a new song for you, and it's Peace Like a River. I got peace like a river. Oh, in my soul. You are going to love this song. I think Shannon and Maddie like this one the best too, because they really get into it. So you check it out. Try to see if you can catch on to some of the dance moves, and I'll see you in a little bit. Gosh, I love that song. It's such a good song. I should sing that song more.
I got peace like a river, I got peace like a river, I got peace like a river in my soul. I got peace like a river, I got peace like a river, I got peace like a river in my soul. I got love like an ocean, I got love like an ocean, I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got love like an ocean, I got love like an ocean, I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got joy like a fountain, I got joy like a fountain, I got joy like a fountain in my soul. I got joy like a fountain, I got joy like a fountain, I got joy like a fountain in my soul. I got peace and joy like a river, I got peace and joy like a river, I got peace and joy like a river in my soul. I got peace and joy like a river, I got peace and joy like a river, I got peace and joy like a river in my soul. I got peace and joy like a river in my soul. I got peace and joy like a river in my soul.
Oh, sorry. I was so excited. I was dancing. I love that song. I was really learning. I got to work on my spins, though, because my spins were, I was a little off timing on that one, but that's okay. What a great day we have had today. I feel so energetic. I can't wait to go for my walk. I can't wait to hear God and listen to what he's going to tell me. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so glad that you were here today, that you could join me in the wilderness and helping me find the pieces of my compass. We are so close, so close. Let's say a prayer. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for all of the people who have taught us new things today. And thank you, God, for doing new things in our lives every day so we can do new things for other people. Help me and help us to be still so we can hear when you whisper. Amen. All right, now, tomorrow is the best day ever. Want to know why? Because it's Purple Day. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is Purple Day, and purple is my favorite. If you noticed, my bag was purple. Yes, purple is my favorite color, so we are going to have so much fun tomorrow. Wear your purple bring your bags, fill your water bottles, and be ready to work like you have never worked, because we have got to travel to find the next piece in my compass, and I'm going to need your help. So you have a blessed day. You go out and do your listening walk. Tell me all about it. Send me pictures. Be good to one another. Love one another. And always remember that God is always with you. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.